Good evening, everyone. This is Richard Faulkner for Forex Investments, and welcome to the Forex Weekly Review. Okay, so basically we've got a lot to cover. We're going to jump straight into it this week, but we're going to do it slightly different in respect to I'm going to show you exactly what I look for when I'm trying to find a trade setup. So whether that be for the week ahead, the next day, in the morning, I'm just going to run you through a few simple strategies, and hopefully you can pick a few things up and go from there. So let's go straight into it. So last week we called the bottom on the pound yen. This was Friday, and obviously we did whatever that was, 180 plus 97. So that was a pretty good week. I mean, obviously coming out of trade here looks pretty awful. It goes and runs for another 300 pips, but that was the profit made for the week within the first trading day. So obviously very happy with that. So let's do it again. Let's call the bottom of the market for a currency this coming week, and what we're going to be focusing on are the euros. But what I want to start with first is the pound. So what I tend to do is I will start first on a daily chart, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some fib levels and start drawing my fib levels. So you've got fib level there, swing high to swing low. We've got a fib level here, swing high, swing low. And we've got a fib level here, swing high, swing low. So once you've drawn your fib levels, it literally takes as quick as this. Once you've drawn your fib levels, start marking off areas of interest. Now, I've been going on about this level here for the best part of this week, and we still haven't hit it. And I was talking about it in last week's review. This level here, we're going to get rid of these fibs. You can see we had a nice fib area there, and we had a nice trade there as well, which was, I think, Monday or Tuesday. Again, that's another 76 pips. So it's pretty good start to the week. Anyway, once you've drawn your fib levels, then you want to find other reasons for entering these trades. Just because it's a fib level doesn't mean you want to be trading that specific level. Any monkey with a mouse can draw a fib on a chart and tell you to trade that level. The skill doesn't come in the technical analysis. The skill comes in the actual entry itself. If you don't have an entry criteria that works, I'm sorry to say, but what are you doing trading? In effect, you are guessing at what's happening in the market. I'll quickly go through, as a good example, I'll go through that pound trade, because it went well below the actual fib level before we entered the market. So if I can find it. So I think the fib was coming in somewhere around here. So the fib's up here, and the fib's 30 pips. The market's 30 pips lower than where the actual fib comes in. Now, if you're happy with a 30 pip stop, that's great. Specifically, or personally, I'm not really. We want to make as much money as we can in the market with the tightest stop as possible. So obviously, the market comes down. Now, if the market's getting hammered, what are you doing buying it? Don't buy a market that's getting hammered. You want to see the market starting to pin out at the bottom. Once it starts to pin out, and then you start to see the market move in your favor, this is a good entry criteria. Not buying the market because it's getting hammered coming down into your fib. So basically, we bought the market here. We had 11 pips go against us, and we ran for 78 pips. Drew the pin to the top side. We looked for a bit of liquidity, looked for some stops. Here were your stops, and there's where you get out of the market. So I mean, we pretty much took every single pip we could out of that market. I mean, 103, and we took 79, 80. So 23, we were 23 shy, and that's because we don't buy the bottom of the market. We don't buy a falling market. So you know, it's providing you got a decent entry criteria. There are other things we look for. We watch volume. We want to know where the stops are. There's a few good websites you can look at which will tell you where stops are. Just drop me a message on Facebook. You saw the Facebook page. This is it, and we'll get back to you. So going back to the daily charts. Other things you want to be doing once you've drawn the fib levels, you want to put your trend lines on. Here's your trend line. So all of a sudden, this particular level here, 4296, is getting very, very exciting. I have been talking about it last week, and the reason being is we have one other thing that's going in our favour, and obviously I talk a lot about this, about them setting up base camp, then sending out the stop hunts, and you want to see the buying coming into the market. Well, this was the buying. We bought with the big boys on the buying, and guess what they've done? They've set up base camp here. So what are they going to do? They're going to come and stop hunt down to this level here, and then you're looking for a big move up off this level here. So it doesn't get any simpler than that. The other things going in your favour is that this here is going to be, that's 459, and that's 466. So that's bang in the middle of this move here as well. So we've taken stops to the downside, we've taken stops to the top side. What are we going to do? We're going to come back to the middle, and then we're going to go and move north. So 4296 is a very key area. You definitely want to be taking a trade in this area, providing you get your entry criteria. So that's the pound. This level fails. 4132 is a 78.6 fib. We're going to be very excited in this level here. But again, it all depends on your entry criteria. We'll be looking at about a 10 pip stop. Try and take 100 out of the market. We get that. That's the profit done for the week, and the rest of the week is a bonus. So that should be hopefully Monday / Tuesday. Euro USD. Now we've actually been long. We were long the Euro USD, and I've come out of the Euro USD because we've got exposure to the Euro pound. And I don't want to hold it overnight, but again, you know, it all comes down to your entry criteria. Let's have a look on the daily fib. Again, 78.6, my favorite fib. See what happens when price comes down to it. We're looking for another thing. We're looking for is stops. Where are the stops? Very simple. Stops are below there. Drop down to the 5 minute. Come down, 78.6 fib. Take the stops. There's your entry, and there's your results. Now we've come out of this. The reason being is, and this comes back to why we trade stop hunts, because obviously, you know, the big boys, they want to fill their positions without getting slipped. So they need these stops in order to get their positions filled. So if this had gone and done something like this, fantastic, you know, we'd still be in the market. But because it's the weekend and we've gone and done something like this, what does this create? Well, this creates more stops. Anyone who's buying here is going to put the stops here. So with that in mind, on Sunday open / Monday, we may well see this level revisited before we get a move and a bit of a retracement back up. So just be aware of that. Again, look for your entry criteria and look for some excuse to get long the market at 1304 1284 area. That's the Euro USD. Euro pound. So we've got a couple of lots in the market here. Let's go through this. That will do. Let's take a fib. So we've had a really decent move up. A lot of buying coming into the market on the euro pound, and then we've come down to 38.2 fib. 1 hour. So what you see here is we just move these. So what you've got here is, it's just very, very simple. You've got a channel, and you've had stops to the upside taken, and now we've got stops to the downside taken. So what we're looking at is basically a move back up to take. There's more stops that have been generated up here. So we'll obviously having taken these stops down here, so we're going to look for a move back up to this level. This is our take profit, which is going to be 469 and 576. So there'll be a grand, should be a grand there, and this is where we're going to look to see the market go. What we are going to be watching is any rejection coming off this level here. We do see a bit of rejection coming off here. We're going to want to sort of exit the market fairly quickly, because this could roll over and start moving down. Entries on the 5 minute, just one of those really painful days. Nothing, I mean absolutely nothing happened today. The 23 pip range on the euro pound. First entry was on the move back up above this level. I think that's round about there was the first entry. Second entry was here after the stops were taken down below this level here. So that was a 5 pip stop. This one was slightly bigger actually. I mean, this was through the UK session, and I actually held this through the US, which I very rarely do. But because we've had such a defining stop hunt below here, you can usually find these levels are retested. So in effect, it actually gave me an opportunity to add to the position down here. Usually you don't get these opportunities. Usually you see the market just popping off she goes. But with this we've actually had the opportunity to add to the position down here, which is great. So this is what we're looking for. We're looking for price to move up to this level here, just above these pins here, which would be very nice. So that's the euro pound. USD JPY, nothing jumping out of me. Stops taken to the top. Maybe looking at a bit of dollar weakness. You know, having said that, the news that came out this afternoon has just been, you know, dollar strength, dollar strength, dollar strength. Decent, really decent news. But on the basis of that news, we've seen a bit of dollar weakness come into the market, which would suggest to me that basically come Sunday / Monday open, this is what we're going to see. We're going to see the stop hunt, and then we're going to see the market lift, because they couldn't, the USD JPY, they couldn't hold on to these gains after that decent news, which is really bearish for the market. So let's just, you know, let's wait and see. Let's see what happens. Obviously we've got our position held for the euro pound, but that's it. So pound 4296 we're buying, 4132 if that fails, and look for a decent move back up to this level here, which is going to be 350 pips. Euro USD, looking for a move up to, sorry, buying 1281, below 1281, and looking for a move up to this level here, 1462. That's a 170 pip move. Euro pound, we're already long, we bought the market, and we're looking for a move up to this level here, which is 7923. 7923. So that's it. So basically, we're looking long euro pound, long pound USD. Pound is hopefully going to get hammered Monday stroke Sunday stroke Monday open, which will help this trade here as well. So the pound will go down to our target. This should move up to our targets. Obviously, hopefully we'll get a bit of an entry on the euro USD as well. Take this off, take the pound, and then we've got pound long, euro long, dollar short, which is going to be the theme for next week. Okay, good luck. And finally, just one last thing. If you do want to watch us come and trade live in the market, this is our Facebook page. It's Forex Investments. You sign up. It's a free trade room. We'll give you probably a week's free in there. See how we do. We're making typically 200-300 pips a week. Again, you can see our stops. You've seen our entries. You know, the 10 pip stops, 20 pip stops. And it's going to allow you to build your account very, very quickly and make significant amounts of money in a short space of time with very, very little risk. If that's of interest to you, just come and click this button, sign up, we'll add you to the room, and then you can just try it out for a week. If you like it, great. If you don't, no harm lost. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye bye.